Hey guys, it's Yani here and welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video, we're gonna be cooking an authentic Italian tomato sauce pasta. However, I'm gonna be cooking this with a Filipino twist because as we all know, Filipino love the sweet flavoring, especially in spaghetti sauces and other dishes. So as you can see right in front of me, we have my ingredients. First of all, we have the pasta itself and we also have carrots, a lot of garlic, Italians love the garlic, and a whole slab of Parmesan cheese, 2 cans of tomato sauce, sugar, and tomato paste. The sugar and tomato paste will make the pasta a little bit sweet, where we're gonna add that later on to make it a little bit of the Filipino taste spaghetti sauce. I promise you this dish is very simple and it's very easy to make, so if you wanna try this at home, comment down below, let me know if you've tried it. This dish will literally only take you 20 minutes. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first things first, let's go ahead, turn on our pan. Next, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna peel our garlic, and the easiest way to peel the garlic is just pound it like so, and it will come off like that. Oops. Now, we don't want to chop the garlic because we're not really gonna eat the garlic. We're just gonna put it in the dish and we're gonna take it out later on. And it's easier to take them out later on when you leave them as full. You'll see what I mean later. We're probably gonna use about 3 garlic cloves. Boy, chopped that way too much, but that's okay. Maybe we'll use 4. Let's use 4. So guys, this is literally one of the authentic Italian dishes, and many authentic Italian people, but many Italian people cook their pasta dishes like this, especially tomato-based sauce, so you'll see what I mean, and it's very easy to make. Next, we're gonna peel off our carrots. What we're gonna do with the carrots is we're just gonna chop it in 4 quarters. We're gonna cut off the ends and maybe chop it in quarters, and leave them as whole as well, because like the garlic, we're not gonna eat them, we're just gonna put it in the pasta dish. The reason why we're doing this is because the carrots is a little bit sweet and it will sweeten up our pasta sauce a little bit, and if it's not sweet enough, we're gonna add the sugar and the tomato paste. So the difference between tomato paste and the tomato sauce itself is the tomato sauce obviously has acidity to it. Tomatoes have a lot of acid to it, so it's a little bit sour. So when you add the tomato paste, it's a little bit sweet. I don't know how they made it like that, but it is like that. So our pan now is nice and hot. What we're gonna do is add oil to it. And then literally we're just gonna throw in our garlic and carrots to it. And just let it simmer there for quite a while. Just let them brown a little bit. And the trick to this is when you're making pasta Italian dishes, always use a wooden spoon. If you don't have one, just make one yourself. So we're just gonna wait for this until our carrots and our garlic are a little bit golden brown. Just on the side, just make sure not to crush your garlic because it'll be hard to find later on. But if you can't find it anymore, then that's fine. Next thing is, while waiting, we're just gonna go ahead and boil our pasta so that everything will cook at the same time and evenly. Never forget to season your pasta water because Italians do that, so we should do that as well. Salt. Now I can start smelling the garlic and the carrots, which is a good sign. That's what we want. While we're at it, let's go ahead and open our 2 cans of tomatoes. Because like my kitchen, it's so small, everything is so accessible, and like knives are here, spoons and utensils are here, and pans and pots are down there. I love it. Don't forget to stir your garlic and carrots as well, because we don't want it burnt on the other side and brown on the other side. Now that our carrots and garlic are a little bit golden brown, it's time to throw in our tomato sauce, 2 cans of diced tomato. Slowly, make sure the heat is low so that it won't splatter everywhere. Just mix, incorporate the flavor of the garlic and the carrots. And then at this point, we're just gonna go ahead and simmer this down and wait for it to thicken the sauce a little bit, because right now it's a little bit watery. Now, one of the secret ingredients for this dish is Parmesan cheese. I know Parmesan cheese are pretty expensive, like this one is $10 just for this small thing right here. But the Parmesan cheese is really the major key of this dish. And what you're gonna do is, you see this rind right here? You know, this end right here? The people call it the rind. And usually people don't eat it because it's hard and chewy, so we're gonna go ahead and cut that. And we're gonna incorporate this into our dish, and this will melt down with the pasta sauce and it will flavor the sauce That's why it's called Parmesan tomato based Italian pasta dish sauce. Just throw it in there. And if you want more Parmesan cheese, just go ahead and throw in another slab. These are actually so good. There we go. Lastly and not the least, what you want to throw in there are fresh basil. I know these are very tiny, right? Because these are the only basil I could find that we have in our pot. And we have a plant here, we call him Basilio. Ain't nobody got time going to grocery store and buying new things, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and stir that around, wait for everything to cook through and simmer down. Don't forget to stir that once in a while because especially when you have a thin pan, you don't want the bottom of the dish to cook and be burnt a little bit. So since I'm a little bit scared that I only added a very tiny amount of basil in there, I'm gonna help the flavor a little bit by adding dried basil into the dish to incorporate a little bit and just sprinkle it in there. And again, we're gonna go ahead shake this, not shake, but give it a stir. Shake. So next is we're gonna add a pinch of salt to our sauce. Now, do not add a lot of salt in the beginning because it's so easy to put in than to take out later on. So later on when you taste it and you think that it needs more salt, then that's when you add more salt. Of course, we're gonna add pepper. Okay, I think our pasta is almost ready, so let's go ahead and taste it a little bit. And make sure your pasta is al dente, meaning they're a little bit undercooked because this way they're gonna cook, finish through with the sauce. That's ready. So now we're gonna go ahead and add our tomato paste. You could have added it earlier too, but I just forgot, so just add it now. So maybe like, I don't know, 2 to 3 tablespoons of it. Always taste your dish halfway through, so that you know when to add things and you know when to stop adding things. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and slowly take out our carrots. So remember, you have 4 slices of carrots and 4 cloves of garlic. This is very crucial, guys. Do not forget to take out these big chunks of carrots. All right, now our pasta is ready, our sauce is ready, everything's ready. Now the last step is we're just gonna mix everything. The last step is we're just gonna mix everything through into the sauce. And I know that Filipinos love to put their pasta onto the plate and put the sauce on top. Now Italians do it, they mix it all into the sauce. So that's what we're gonna do. Now before you mix it, you just wanna add your grated Parmesan cheese on top of the pasta, because Italians say that the cheese will cling onto the pasta and not to the sauce. So when you mix it, the cheese is on the pasta, not on the sauce. So you taste the cheese more and it will come through more. And I love cheese, so I can literally go on like this for days, forever, and I can just like put it all in there, okay? Okay, maybe that's enough. That's enough cheese for now. What you want to do is you just want to mix it into the sauce while it's still in the pan. And make sure everything is coated. Make sure everything has a little bit of that tomato sauce that we tasted and perfected. Okay, so that should be enough. Okay, so now let's get into plating. Don't forget to add more cheese on top of your plates. Alright, so now let's go ahead and try our pasta. Don't forget to turn off your stove. But let's go ahead and try our pasta dish and make sure that it's good enough for Fabio to try on later on when he comes home from work. And make sure it's not hot because I don't know how those cook YouTubers do it. Oh yeah. Right about saltiness. right amount of sweetness, right amount of cheesiness, and right amount of butteriness, right amount of garlickiness. Go ahead and try it. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.